Things like that can ruin a holiday, and it's something that probably nobody else would think of doing. Well, this is a particularly nice view as I'm out on the motorbike, believe it or not, visiting a BMW dealers. In this video, I'm at Carnon Downs Club campsite for the Caravan and Motorhome Club and trying to battle the stress or getting more stressed. Let's find out. I did buy a brand new motorbike on Saturday. We're now on Monday. And I booked in the first service on Friday. And between now and then, I've got to do over 600 miles. Now, the weather forecast for today is a little bit up and down. We're definitely going to get some rain at times. And I thought, given that the forecast has become unpredictable, while it's sunny, I'll stick the camera on the bike and do a little bit of recording, even though one of the common features of being down south, and it's no different in Cornwall, is the craziness of the traffic. As you can see, everything is a little bit busy, let's say. Busy. So I'm on the Multistrada Ducati V4S with various bits added, like the aluminium luggage, the centre stand. Heated grips will be added on the first service on Friday that I'm having done at a motorbike dealer's in Plymouth, GT Motorcycles. And the experience, I have to say, has been very much kind of awkward and difficult. So this particular camping trip was really dedicated to buying this bike and then getting the miles on and doing the first service. So there's not a lot, I mean, apart from walking the dog. I am visiting places. I visited St Ives and that was a complete disaster. I mean, camping wise, the site's fine. It's a huge site. It's the Carnon Downs Carnon Downs Caravan and Motorhome Club site, which I think the club took over 5 years ago. So it's clearly a different setup to what you would normally get at a caravan club site. Great for walking the dog. I mean, that is probably the key feature here. There's lots of like dog walks. Well, I have to say that I am absolutely cream crackered in this particular trip. It's been quite a lot of stressful stuff going on because it was a camping trip, and then kind of last minute last week I thought I'm going to buy a new motorbike and I'll trade my other one in, and I'm going to be down in like Cornwall, so I'll look at the nearest Ducati dealers. And I rang ahead to a dealership in Plymouth and I thought, well, I'll go there and I'll buy a bike. So I arranged it all with the sales guy, and basically everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. They promised to do certain jobs, they couldn't do them. They then promised to do some more jobs and they booked them in, and I went there and they couldn't do them. And then I asked them for some basic information about, you know, how to fit a GPS wire into the bike, because normally on Ducati they have this little lead that's just under the fairing and it's available for you to use subsequently after you bought the bike to just simply plug in your GPS cradle. And they told me they couldn't tell me. And today I went in for the first service, so rode all the way up to Plymouth, about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes from here. And they asked me to go in earlier than the appointment, which I did, so I got there for just after 11. And it was about 4:30 in the afternoon when they'd finally finished the first service. Heated grips and checking the brakes for a squealing noise. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but let's put it this way, I won't be going back there again, ever. I mean, you know, things like that can ruin a holiday, and it's something that probably nobody else would think of doing, buying a new motorbike when you're on holiday. So I'm in the camper van, I've got the trailer, I brought my other big Ducati Multistrada 1260S bike down, which I've had now for a little while, and I thought I'd get this V4S one, which is just a sort of 4-cylinder rather than a 2-cylinder, and many of the same features, but a newer bike, well, a new bike. Well, this is a particularly nice view as I'm out on the motorbike, believe it or not, visiting a BMW dealers. And this one is in Falmouth. And as you can see, it looks like they've got all of the police bikes stored here and ready, so maybe the police station's here somewhere as well. All the helmets are on the back, so it's not just that they're in for a service. Interesting. And my bike isn't a BMW, so perhaps I'm standing out. So just thinking about this campsite and thinking a little bit more about what it's like, it's actually pretty good. It's a big site, and the bit I'm in down at the bottom corner is very quiet. In fact, I think a lot of people who come here don't even realise that bit in the corner exists, so they sort of head up to the busier, kind of more family orientated bit at the top, which is kind of to the right of me here and down the site. I'm now in a dog walk right at the very back of the site, and all the facilities are clean and tidy, looked after as you would expect for a caravan club site, and there seems to be more facilities here than your average club site, so I'm guessing that's because it was previously not a caravan and motorhome club site. It was presumably privately owned, and then I think about 5 years ago, I'm told at least, that they brought it in as part of the club. A world famous Land's End signpost.